Today is 18th July 2024. The people with now mark of the beast are now dealing with the dead. The human, so this time is for the aliens, those chosen by the angels. But my advice to the aliens is, let those chosen by the angels be your queens, because they are good people. Or add them to your kingdom, make them the main queen, so that the rest will join and learn from them. So some of them have agreed. The one the angels will choose, make them the main queen of your land. Then you, king who was there or the queen that was there, then you follow. Like the way Elizabeth was selected. So do that. And the Africans, they are saying today they agree with. It is because you turn back to your God. Horus, he's my son. He made a law for you to do good deeds, to be compassion, to be truth and justice. And you chose to follow a shepherd. Do you know a shepherd? In Africa, we call some people Fulani. Yeah, so if you follow those people, you'll be wrong. The next one is the Alien Classifier Agency. The Africans, they don't know this. Because if God gives them a leader, they kill him for no and replace him with a fool. They started it since slavery. Even the Ashanti kingdom that are playing a role in this alien that have returned to earth. There was the one who was destined to be king. The time he was born, a lion came home. The lion didn't get anyone, kill anyone. He was reborn a king. And they sold him. Complained their forefathers was into slavery. During the days of their forefathers, their chiefs in the African continent was selling their people to the white people. They were selling them. Either they will sell cheap or higher. It's the same thing. Because if you have a mirror and you think the mirror is more important than your child, and you exchange him for mirror, it depends on how you see your child. If your child is more important for you, you would never exchange your child for a mirror. There are some people that when they love someone to a point that even if you give them the whole world, they will never sell your mother, their wives, the rest to people. They'll get it. So slavery is the Africans who sold their people to slavery. But after we sold them to slavery, they were shipped through the Elmina Castle to work in the tobacco farm, railway line. Snakes kill some of them and the rest. But if you compare those days to today they walk in the desert. Some died on their way. During those days, going to abroad was easy. The ship is there. When you reach the gate of no return, you just bath, you enter the ship, you go. No interview. This time, the Africans, they want to come to the West illegally. They go to interview even those who are rich. It takes 3 months before, unless you have a diplomatic passport or you are from the royal family. If you are a member of the royal family, you don't use visa and passport to go travel abroad. That is the truth. Me, I'm a member of the royal family. I don't need visa or passport or anything to travel. That is the truth. Even if you are driving, you don't need a driving license. But all these Africans don't have knowledge on it. Because even if they hear this video, they'll call me a madman again. Because the time I told them about aliens, they were saying I'm mad. So the Aliens Classifier Agency that is here, don't collaborate with Africans. If you collaborate with them, they have no knowledge about what we are doing. That is why they intervene with children and the rest. Have you ever seen in them bringing children to any of their leadership? They see their local leadership powerful than the kingdom of heaven. More than thousands of planets are on their way coming. And the Africans, they value more than thousands, but billions of planets, they are coming. We are going to do a bloodline to unite the universe and to unite all the gods. I'm the gods in planet Earth. The witches put garbage on your rivers. I just got a complaint that the aliens, you pollute the sea and the rivers because of superstitions belief. Better put a stop to that. And worship Enlu, Lucifer. I'm helping you. Worship Lucifer and let people know hell is real. Let them know when they will go to hell. It's just like the way I'm recording the video here. If you are a witch and you have sex spiritually, it's just like having sex physically. In hell, we wake you. It's just like physical flesh. Worship Enlu, Lucifer. When you are worshiping him, light a fire. Use the fire to warn people hell is like this. You'll be in a lake of fire. So that people will stay away from evil. That is the advice I'll give to you. Because if you worship his brother, Enki, known as Yahweh, they don't threat you with hell. But at the end, when you do evil, that is where you go. So why do you have to follow someone who they don't threat you with hell much? All in life, it's not the God you worship that will send you to hell. It's the good deeds you do. It's the laws made by Horus that we use to judge you all. So no God can come and say you didn't worship me, so you will not go to heaven. We judge you according to the goodness you did. So if you are in your planet and you are putting garbage in the rivers, it is wrong. You'll be judged wrong. And the African Americans who are saying slavery need an apology. That slavery, you demand an apology on that. It is something else. Because your people still come from Africa to enslave themselves. So that is how I'll make it. So do good deeds. Do good deeds. Stay away from evil. And the person that will remind you the torment you go through in hell is Lucifer Enlu. You can choose to listen to me, or you can choose to follow your heart. But for me, my suggestion is, it is better to let your children know when they do evil, they will go to hell, rather than giving them a worship to blind them from where they will meet in future. Tell them the truth. Don't lie to them. Tell them the evil they will do. They will end up going to hell. But if you say this God is better than this, and you don't do good deeds, at the end you end in hell. So that is the advice I have for you. So those Africans, don't follow Jacob anymore. He nailed 7 times to Esau in the book of Genesis chapter 33 verse 3 to 10. The translation of the Anunnaki book to the Bible. That is where it is. So do good deeds. It got nothing to do with your God. We are not judging you bad because of your witchcraft. The aliens, they have power than Africans. But they use it for good. So it's not because of the power you will. The women, the good women that was chosen for the bloodline. Some are very powerful, but they use their power for good. Do you get it? Some are even enlightened. Some are even enlightened. If you can see spiritually, you see enlightenment beings. But if you don't see spiritually, you see only me talking and some clothes at the background and some mirror and a comb. That is it.